Question 1. Which layer of the OSI model handles the conversion of network addresses into physical addresses and determines the optimal path for data transmission between the sender and receiver? A. Transport. B. Data link. C. Physical. D. Network. Correct answer: D. Network. The network layer, layer 3, is responsible for logical addressing, path determination, and routing. It translates logical IP addresses into physical MAC addresses and ensures that data packets are sent along the most efficient route across networks. Question 2. What are logical groupings of SNMP systems called? A. Communities. B. Mirrors. C. Nodes. D. Pairs. Correct answer: A. Communities. In SNMP, communities are logical groupings that define a relationship between an SNMPI agent and an SNMP manager. Communities help control access and manage devices within the network. Question 3. Which of the following is not a typical packet sent during the standard DHCP process? A. DHC pack. B. DHC discover. C. DHC puffer. D. DHCP prove. Correct answer: D. DHCP prove. The DHCP prove packet is not part of the standard DHCP process. The normal DHCP process involves 4 steps: DHCP discover, DHC puffer, DHC prequest, and DHC pack, which are used to assign IP addresses dynamically to clients. Question 4. What command line tool is used to check the accessibility of a remote network host? A. Ping. B. Tracert. C. Dig. D. Netstat. Correct answer: A. Ping. The ping command is used to test the reachability of a remote network host by sending ICMP echo request packets and waiting for a response, verifying the host's availability, and measuring round-trip time. Question 5. Which protocol is used to create a secure tunnel between 2 networks over the Internet? A. CHAP. B. PAP. C. PPTP. D. SLAP. Correct answer: C. PPTP. PPTP, point-to-point tunneling protocol, is a network protocol used to create secure tunnels between 2 networks over the Internet, providing encryption and authentication for data transmission. Question 6. What is the IEE standard commonly known as PoE+? A. 802.3AA. B. 802.3AC. C. 802.3AF. D. 802.3AKI. Correct answer: D. 802.3AT. 802.3AT, also known as PoE+, is an IEE standard that supplies up to 25.5 watts of power to compatible devices through Ethernet cables. This provides higher power delivery compared to the 802.3AF standard, which supplies only 15.4 watts. Question 7. Kane is setting up frame relay for point-to-point sub-interfaces. Which of the following actions should he avoid during the configuration? A. Choose point-to-point as the sub-interface type. B. Assign an IP address to the physical interface. C. Configure a local DLCI on each sub-interface. D. Activate frame. Relay encapsulation on the physical interface. Correct answer, B. Assign an IP address to the physical interface. When setting up frame relay using point-to-point sub-interfaces, each sub-interface should be given its own IP address instead of assigning one to the main physical interface. Assigning an IP to the physical interface may lead to routing issues and conflicts, since sub-interfaces are designed to function separately with individual configurations. Question 8. Which term describes the total number of hops required to reach a specific node? A. Connections. B. Hop count. C. Jump list. D. Link stops. Correct answer, B. Hop count. Hop count represents the number of intermediate devices, such as routers, that data packets must pass through before reaching their destination. It is a key metric used in routing protocols to determine the most efficient path for data transmission. Question 9. A high MTBF value suggests that a component or system is unreliable and more prone to failure. A. True. B. False. Correct answer, B. False. A high mean time between failures, MTBF, indicates greater reliability, reflecting the average duration a system or component is expected to function without experiencing a failure. Question 10. Which OSI layer best corresponds to the functional scope of an HTTP proxy? A. Transport. B. Application. C. Presentation. D. Session. Correct answer, B. Application. An HTTP proxy operates at the application layer of the OSI model. This layer handles high-level protocols, such as HTTP, which are responsible for web traffic. The proxy intercepts, filters, caches, and forwards HTTP requests, making it an essential component for managing and securing web communications. Question 20. Which virtual component is responsible for managing the MAC-to-port forwarding table? A. Virtual PBX. B. Virtual desktop. C. Virtual switch. D. Virtual server. Correct answer, C. Virtual switch. A virtual switch is responsible for maintaining a MAC-to-port forwarding table. It operates similarly to a physical switch by directing network traffic between virtual machines based on their MAC addresses, enabling efficient communication within virtualized environments. Question 12. What factors determine the maximum number of virtual machines that can run on a single host? A. Available physical RAM. B. Allocated virtual RAM. C. Physical NICs. D. Virtual NICCs. Correct answer, A. Available physical RAM. The number of virtual machines that can run on a single host is primarily constrained by the amount of available physical RAM. Each VM requires a certain amount of RAM to operate efficiently, and once the host's physical RAM is exhausted, additional VMs cannot be launched without impacting performance. While other factors, such as CPU power, storage, and network bandwidth, also play a role, RAM is typically the most immediate bottleneck in virtualization environments. Question 13. What term refers to a dedicated local network made up of devices that enable data access? A. SDN. B. NAS. C. ISSI. D. AN. Correct answer D. SAN. A SAN, storage area network, is a high-speed network that connects storage devices to servers, allowing block-level data access. It enhances storage performance and simplifies centralized storage management. Question 14. A technician needs to monitor the network infrastructure's performance after recent upgrades. What should the technician do to ensure a reliable comparison? A. Regression test. B. Speed test. C. Baseline. D. Statement of work. Correct answer C. Baseline. A baseline is a record of the network's performance metrics before and after changes. It serves as a reference point to assess the impact of upgrades or modifications on network performance. Baselines typically include data such as bandwidth usage, latency, error rates, and other performance indicators. By comparing post-upgrade metrics to the baseline, the technician can identify improvements or issues caused by the upgrade. Question 15. The management team wants to prevent unauthorized changes to the corporate network and maintain version control. Which document would best help achieve this objective? A. Incident Response Plan. B. Business Continuity Plan. C. Change Management Policy. D. Acceptable Use Policy. Correct answer: Change Management Policy. A change management policy outlines the procedures for requesting, reviewing, approving, and documenting changes to the network infrastructure. It helps prevent unauthorized or unnecessary modifications, ensures version control, and minimizes disruptions caused by changes. This policy typically involves approval processes, testing requirements, and record-keeping to maintain network integrity. Question 16. Which tool can be used to generate syslog entries on a Linux-based operating system? A. Logger. B. Memo. C. Record. D. Trace. Correct answer: A. Logger. Logger is a Linux command line tool used to send messages to the syslog system. It allows users to create custom log entries, which are recorded in system log files to aid in monitoring and troubleshooting system issues. Question 17. At which layer of the OSI model do protocols that use a three-way handshake for data transmission function? A. Layer 2. B. Layer 3. C. Layer 4. D. Layer 5. Correct answer: C. Layer 4. Protocols such as TCP, Transmission Control Protocol, which employ a three-way handshake, function at Layer 4 of the OSI model, also known as the transport layer. This layer is responsible for ensuring reliable data transmission and managing the establishment, maintenance, and termination of communication sessions between devices. Question 18. Which protocol is used by the ping command? A. SMTP. B. ICMP. C. ICP. D. SNMP. Correct answer: B. ICMP. The ping utility uses ICMP, Internet Control Message Protocol, to send echo request packets to a target host and receive echo reply packets. This helps verify network connectivity and measure round-trip time between devices. Question 19. Which EIGRP command can display the IP addresses of neighboring devices and verify the EIGRP retransmit intervals and queue counts? A. R1 or show IP EIGRP adjacency. B. R1 at show IP EIGRP neighbors. C. R1 at show IP IGRP topology. D. R1 show IP IGRP interfaces. Correct answer: E. R1 for show IP EIGRP neighbors. The show IP IGRP neighbors command displays detailed information about EIGRP neighbors, including their IP addresses, retransmit intervals, and queue counts. This helps verify neighbor relationships and troubleshoot connectivity issues. Question 20. Which session type is typically used for streaming music? A. UDP. B. TCP. C. DP. D. QoS. Correct answer: A. UDP. UDP, User Datagram Protocol, is typically used for streaming music because it provides faster, connectionless data transmission without the overhead of error correction. This allows for continuous data flow, which is essential for real-time applications like audio and video streaming. Question 1. How does the data link layer in the OSI model perform error checking in Ethernet networks? A. 3-byte frame check sequence. B. 4-byte frame check sequence. C. 5-byte frame check sequence. D. 6-byte frame check sequence. Correct answer: B. 4-byte frame check sequence. Ethernet networks use a 4-byte frame check sequence at the data link layer to ensure data integrity. This FCS is a cyclic redundancy check value that helps identify transmission errors by confirming that the received data aligns with the expected value. Question 2. Which switching method ensures the greatest data integrity and error-free transmission, though it decreases the data transfer speed? A. 802.1q forwarding. B. Cut-through. C. Store and forward. D. Fragment-free. Correct answer: C. Store and forward. Store and forward switching examines the entire data frame for errors before sending it to its destination. While this approach ensures accurate and error-free data transmission, it adds some latency compared to other switching techniques. Question 3. Which technology is designed to ensure system functionality during a disaster? A. High availability. B. Load balancing. C. Quality of service. D. Caching engines. Correct answer: A. High availability. High availability is a system design approach that ensures critical services and applications remain operational during hardware failures, power outages, or other disruptions by using redundancy and failover mechanisms. Question 4. Which type of DNS record is used as an alias? A. CNAME. B. NS. C. PTR. D. SRV. Correct answer: A. SNAME. CNAME. Canonical name. Records are used to create an alias for a domain name, allowing one domain name to point to another domain name. This is particularly useful when multiple domain names need to resolve to the same server or service. For example, www.example.com can be set as a TNAME for example.com, ensuring both domains direct traffic to the same destination. Question 5. When configuring IGRP on a router, what is the first parameter that needs to be set to start the IGRP routing process? A. Autonomous system number. B. Wildcard mask. C. IP address. D. IP address mask. Correct answer, A. Autonomous system number. IGRP, Interior Gateway Routing Protocol, is a distance vector routing protocol developed by Cisco. The autonomous system number is a critical parameter in IGRP configurations because it identifies the group of routers that share routing information. All routers within the same AS must use the same AS number to exchange IGRP routes. If the AS number is not configured, routers will not participate in the IGRP routing process. Route information will not be exchanged between routers. Network communication between routers in the AS will not function correctly. Question: So, what is the administrative distance value assigned to RIP in a network routing environment? A. 70, B. 100, C. 120, D. 150. Correct answer, C. 120. Administrative distance is a value that represents the trustworthiness of a routing protocol. Routing Information Protocol has an administrative distance of 120, which indicates its priority compared to other routing protocols. Lower administrative distance values are preferred over higher ones when multiple routes to the same destination are available. Question 7. Which solution enables network administrators to give priority to specific types of network traffic? A. NAC, B. UACE, C. N8, D. QoS. Correct answer, D. QoS. Quality of service is a network technology that allows administrators to control and prioritize various types of traffic according to their significance. It enhances the performance of essential applications by giving higher priority to time-sensitive data, like voice and video, over less critical traffic such as file downloads. Question 8. Which protocol is used to send messages to an email server for delivery? A. Simple Mail Transfer Protocol. B. Post Office Protocol, version 3. C. Internet Control Message Protocol. D. Internet Message Access Protocol, version 4. Correct answer, A. Simple Mail Transfer Protocol. Simple Mail Transfer Protocol is a standard protocol for sending email messages between email clients and servers. SMTP handles the process of relaying emails from the sender to the recipient's email server. It operates on port 25 by default and ensures that messages are properly routed across networks. Question 9. Which document is commonly signed between an ISP and its clients? A. SLA, B. MOU, C. MSA, D. SOW. Correct answer, A. SLA. Service Level Agreement is a contract that outlines the expected level of service between a service provider, such as an ISP, and its customers. It defines performance metrics, service availability, and responsibilities to ensure both parties understand the quality of service to be delivered. Question 10. Which of the following is a connection-oriented protocol? A. UDP, B. IP, C. ICMP, D. TCP. Correct answer. TCP. TCP, Transmission Control Protocol, is a connection-oriented protocol that establishes a reliable connection between devices before transmitting data. It ensures data is delivered accurately and in the correct order by using acknowledgements and retransmissions. Question 11. In IPv4 addressing, IP addresses with a leading octet value between 192 and 223 belong to which address space? A. Class A address space, B. Class B address space, C. Class C address space, D. Class D address space. Correct answer, C. Class C address space. Class C address space in IPv4 includes IP addresses with a first octet ranging from 192 to 223. This address class is commonly used for small to medium-sized networks, supporting up to 254 hosts per network. Question 12. Which protocol is used to synchronize the clocks of devices on a computer network? A. NTP, B. ETP, C. NNTP, D. RTP. Correct answer. NTP. NTP, Network Time Protocol, is used to synchronize the clocks of computers and other devices across a network. It ensures that all systems maintain accurate and consistent time, which is crucial for tasks such as security, event logging, and time-dependent applications. Question 13. Which of the following options correctly shows the order of data encapsulation when transferring data between two computers? A. Data. Frame, segment, packet, bit. B. Data. Packet, frame, segment, bit. C. Data, packet, segment, frame, bit. D. Data, segment, packet, frame, bit. Correct answer: data, segment, packet, frame, bit. Data encapsulation follows a structured process where information is wrapped in different protocol headers as it moves through the OSI model layers. The correct sequence is data at the application layer, segment at the transport layer, packet at the network layer, frame at the data link layer, and bit at the physical layer. Question 14. Which protocol is required for switches to share VLAN configuration details with each other? A. VTP, B. MPLS, C. STP, D. PPTP. Correct answer A. VTP. VTP, VLAN Trunking Protocol, is used to share VLAN configuration information between switches within the same domain. It helps maintain consistent VLAN settings across the network, simplifying network management and reducing configuration errors. Question 15. A company wants to reduce storage usage on its mail server by having email clients download messages to their local devices and delete them from the server. Which protocol should be used for this purpose? A. IMAP4, B. SNMP, C. SMTP, D. POP3. Correct answer: D. POP3. POP3, Post Office Protocol version 3, is a protocol that allows email clients to download messages from the server to local devices. By default, POP3 removes the messages from the server after download, helping to conserve server storage space. Question 16. What is a drawback of using a ring network topology? A ring topology offers the lowest scalability compared to other topologies. B. A hub failure can bring down the whole network. C. A single device or cable failure can disrupt the entire network. D. High signal loss requires frequent use of repeaters. Correct answer, C. A single device or cable failure can disrupt the entire network. A ring topology connects devices in a circular sequence where data travels in one direction. If a single device or cable link fails, the entire network can become inoperable, making the topology less reliable compared to others. Question 17. Which option defines the duration that DNS records are kept in a cache before they must be refreshed? A. TTL. B. Refresh. C. Null. D. Expire. Correct answer A. TTL. TTL, time to live, is a value in DNS records that defines the duration in seconds that the information can be stored in cache before requiring a refresh. Lower TTL values result in more frequent updates, while higher TTL values improve cache efficiency. Question 18. David needs to turn off spanning tree protocol on a switch port that connects to a server. Which command is most appropriate for this purpose? A. Disable spanning tree. B. Spanning tree off. C. Spanning tree port fast. D. Spanning tree security. Correct answer, C. Spanning tree port fast. The spanning tree port fast command bypasses the usual STP listening and learning states, allowing the port to transition directly to the forwarding state. This is commonly used on ports connected to end devices like servers to reduce connection delays, but it does not completely disable STP. Question 19. Which protocol is responsible for automatically providing IP addresses to devices on a network? A. DHCP. B. DNS. C. NetBIOS. D. OTR. Correct answer, A. DHCP. DHCP, Dynamic Host Configuration Protocol, is used to automatically assign IP addresses, subnet masks, default gateways, and other network settings to devices on a network. This simplifies network management by eliminating the need to manually configure each device. Question 20. Which feature of TCP enables the receiving computer to signal the sender to reduce the transmission speed? A. Three-way handshake. B. Flow control. C. Windowing. D. Connection-oriented. Correct answer, B. Flow control. Flow control is a mechanism in TCP that regulates data transmission between sender and receiver, preventing data loss by ensuring the sender does not overwhelm the receiver with more data than it can process. How many questions did you get right? Leave a comment below. Thank you for watching. Question 1. Which option is responsible for collecting and analyzing logs? A. SMTP, B. SNMP, C. SIEM, D. SFTP. Correct answer C. SIEM. SIEM, Security Information and Event Management. Systems collect and analyze log data from multiple sources to detect security threats, track network activity, and generate alerts for possible security incidents. Question 2. Which migration method includes native support for network address translation, NAT, when transitioning from IPv4 to IPv6? A. 604, B. Teredo, C. eDiscovery, D. Miredo. Correct answer B. Teredo. Teredo is a transition mechanism that enables IPv6 connectivity across IPv4 networks by encapsulating IPv6 packets within IPv4 packets. It provides native support for network address translation, allowing IPv6 traffic to traverse NAT devices. Question 3. Which protocol is widely used in VoIP technology? A. Telnet, B. SMTP, C. SIP, D. SNMP. Correct answer C. SIP. SIE, Session Initiation Protocol, is a signaling protocol used in VoIP systems to initiate, modify, and terminate voice and multimedia communication sessions over IP networks. It manages call setup, control, and termination between endpoints, enabling services such as voice, video, and instant messaging. SIP works in conjunction with other protocols like RTP, Real-Time Transport Protocol, to handle the transmission of media during VoIP calls. Question 4. Which RFC document describes the concept of private IP addressing? A. RFC 4949, B. RFC 1918, C. RFC 1208, D. RFC 1983. Correct answer E. RFC 1918. RFC 1918 defines the use of private IP address ranges for internal networks, which are not routable on the public Internet. These addresses help conserve public IP addresses and improve network security by allowing devices within a private network to communicate without exposure to external networks. Question 5. Which method allows the use of different subnet masks in a network design to maximize the number of devices that can be supported on each subnet? A. Classful addressing, B. DDN, C. Native VLAN, D. VLSM. Correct answer D. VLSM. VLSM, Variable Length Subnet Masking, allows network administrators to assign different subnet masks to different subnets within the same network. This method improves IP address utilization by allocating smaller subnets for networks with fewer hosts and larger subnets for networks with more hosts. Question 6. Which protocol is best for allowing network printers to notify the administrator about problems? A. LDAP, B. SNMP, C. SMB, D. SSH. Correct answer B. SNMP. SNMP, Simple Network Management Protocol, is commonly used for network management and monitoring. It allows network devices such as printers to send notifications, known as traps or alerts, to administrators when issues like low toner levels or hardware malfunctions occur. Question 7. What is the purpose of a honeypot? A. A secure server. B. A network gateway. C. A system created with deceptive data. D. A virtual private network mechanism. Correct answer C. A system created with deceptive data. A honeypot is a system intentionally set up to mimic a vulnerable or valuable resource to lure attackers. It contains fabricated data and is used to observe, detect, and analyze unauthorized access attempts without compromising actual network resources. Question 8. You've chosen to replace the hubs in your corporate network with switches. What effect will this change have? A. A switch functions at a lower layer than a hub. B. A switch increases the number of collision domains. C. A switch reduces the number of collision domains. D. A switch operates at a higher layer than a hub. Correct answer: B. A switch increases the number of collision domains. Switches improve network performance by increasing the number of collision domains. Unlike hubs, which share bandwidth across all devices on a network segment, switches create separate collision domains for each connected device, reducing the likelihood of data collisions and improving overall network efficiency. Question 9. Which protocol is in charge of spreading information about the configuration of a newly created VLAN across the entire switched network? A. STP. B. IGRP. C. RIPv2. D. VTP. Correct answer: D. VTP. VTP, VLAN trunking protocol, is used to share VLAN configuration information across a network. When a new VLAN is created on a switch, VTP ensures that the information about the new VLAN is propagated to all other switches in the network, helping to maintain consistency and reducing manual configuration tasks. Question 10. How many non-overlapping channels does the 802.11a wireless standard provide? A. 6. B. 12. C. 20. D. 31. Correct answer: B. 12. The 802.11a wireless standard operates in the 5 GHz frequency range and provides 12 non-overlapping channels. This helps to reduce interference and improve network performance in environments with multiple wireless networks. Question 11. When a technician needs to assign specific addresses within a DHCP pool to guarantee that certain servers always receive the same address, which configuration should be applied? A. Leases. B. Helper addresses. C. Scopes. E. Reservations. Correct answer: D. Reservations. Reservations allow DHCP servers to assign predefined IP addresses to devices based on their MAC addresses. This ensures that critical devices like servers consistently receive the same IP address, which is essential for network stability and management. Question 12. Which device functions at OSI Layer 2 and forwards traffic using the MAC address? A. Switch. B. Proxy server. C. Router. D. VPN concentrator. Correct answer, A. Switch. A switch functions at the data link layer, layer 2, of the OSI model, using MAC addresses to forward data frames between devices on the same network. Switches improve network efficiency by directing traffic only to the intended destination device. Question 13. Which type of redundancy site offers a service level that is almost identical to the primary site, with minimal or no downtime? A. Warm. B. Cold. C. Hot. D. Remote. Correct answer, C. Hot. A hot site is a fully operational backup site that mirrors the primary site, including hardware, software, and data. Hot sites allow for immediate recovery with little to no downtime in case of a system failure or disaster. Question 14. What term is used to describe the combination of an IP address and a port number? A. Packet. B. Datagram. C. Checksum. D. Socket. Correct answer, D. Socket. A socket is the combination of an IP address and a port number, which uniquely identifies a network service on a device. Sockets enable communication between applications across a network by directing data to the correct process on the destination device. Question 15. Which protocol ensures guaranteed delivery of data? A. FTP. B. IP. C. PLP. D. TCP. Correct answer, D. TCP. TCP, Transmission Control Protocol, is a connection-oriented protocol that guarantees reliable data delivery by setting up a connection, sending acknowledgements, and retransmitting any lost packets. Question 16. Which network component enables unified communication devices to connect to and transmit data over the PSTN? A. Access switch. B. UC gateway. C. UC server. D. Edge router. Correct answer? B. UC gateway. A UC gateway serves as an interface between unified communication systems and the public switched telephone network, enabling voice, video, and data transmissions across different communication networks. Question 17. Which layer of the OSI model is responsible for ensuring the reliable end-to-end delivery of data? A. Session. B. Transport. C. Network. D. Data link. Correct answer. B. Transport. The transport layer, layer 4, manages reliable data delivery between devices by using protocols like TCP. It provides error detection, flow control, and data segmentation to ensure complete and accurate data transmission. Question 18. Which document provides guidance on how to manage various components, including details on replacement parts, recycling, and more? A. MSDS. B. MSDN. C. SSSH. D. MOU. Correct answer, A. MSDS. A Material Safety Data Sheet, MSDS, contains detailed instructions on how to handle, store, and dispose of hazardous materials, including information about component replacement and recycling procedures. Question 19. Which DHCP feature allows a workstation to always receive the same IP address? A. Provision. B. Reservation. C. Rider. D. Stipulation. Correct answer? B. Reservation. A DHCP reservation assigns a specific IP address to a device based on its MAC address, ensuring the device consistently receives the same IP address during each lease renewal. Question 20. Which components are part of a switch's bridge ID? A. IP address and bridge priority. B. MAC address and bridge priority. C. Port priority and MAC address. D. Port priority and IP address. Correct answer. B. MAC address and bridge priority. A bridge ID in spanning tree protocol consists of the switch's bridge priority and MAC address. The BID helps determine the root bridge in the network by identifying switches with the lowest priority and MAC address combination. How many questions did you get right? Leave a comment below. Thank you for watching. Question 1. What type of signal encoding is used in fiber optic cables at the physical layer? A. Electrical signals. B. Radio waves. C. Light pulses. D. Infrared signals. Correct answer, C. Light pulses. Fiber optic cables use light pulses to transmit data, allowing for high-speed and long-distance communication with minimal interference. Unlike copper cables that rely on electrical signals, fiber optics provide a more secure and efficient means of data transmission at the physical layer. Question 2. Which layers of the TCP/IP model correspond to layers 5, 6, and 7 of the OSI model? A. Transport. B. Application. C. Internet. D. Network interface. Correct answer. B. Application. In the TCP/IP model, the application layer encompasses the functions of the OSI model's session, layer 5, presentation, layer 6, and application, layer 7 layers. It handles end-user processes, data formatting, encryption, and session management for network communication. Question 3. CRC allows the collection of data that provides important insights into A. Error rates. B. Network utilization. C. Packet drops. D. Bandwidth throughput. Correct answer, A. Error rates. Cyclic redundancy check, CRC, is a method used to detect errors in transmitted data. It helps identify error rates by verifying the integrity of packets as they traverse a network. A high CRC error rate typically indicates issues such as signal interference, faulty cables, or hardware malfunctions. By analyzing CRC data, network administrators can diagnose and resolve transmission errors efficiently. Question 4. At which layer of the OSI model does IEEE 802.3 operate? A. Data link layer. B. Physical layer. C. Network layer. D. Transport layer. Correct answer, A. Data link layer. IEEE 802.3. The standard for Ethernet functions at the data link layer of the OSI model. It defines how network devices communicate over wired connections, including MAC, media access control, addressing, and frame transmission. While IEEE 802.3 primarily resides in the data link layer, it also has components that interact with the physical layer, such as defining electrical and signaling characteristics for different Ethernet speeds and media types. Question C. Which of the following protocols is classified as connectionless, unreliable, or best effort? A. MPLS, B. TCP, C. SMTP, D. UDP. Correct answer: D. UDP. UDP, User Datagram Protocol, is a connectionless transport protocol that does not guarantee delivery, ordering, or error correction, making it an unreliable or best effort protocol. Unlike TCP, which establishes a connection and ensures data integrity, UDP prioritizes speed and efficiency by sending packets without requiring acknowledgements. This makes it ideal for real-time applications such as video streaming, online gaming, and VoIP, where low latency is more important than guaranteed delivery. Question 6. What is the total number of bits in an IPv6 address? A. 28, B. 32, C. 100, D. 128. Correct answer: D. 128. An IPv6 address consists of 128 bits, significantly expanding the address space compared to IPv4, which uses 32-bit addresses. This larger address space allows for a nearly unlimited number of unique IP addresses, improving scalability and addressing limitations faced by IPv4. IPv6 addresses are typically represented in hexadecimal format, divided into 8 groups of 4 hexadecimal digits, separated by colons. Question 7. CSMA-CD is utilized in which type of network? A. Wired full duplex networks, B. Wireless full duplex networks, C. Wired half-duplex networks, D. Wireless half-duplex networks. Correct answer: C. Wired half-duplex networks. CSMA-CD, Carrier Sense Multiple Access with Collision Detection, is a network access method used in wired half-duplex Ethernet networks to manage data transmission and handle collisions. It allows devices to detect when a collision occurs and retransmit data after a random back-off period. This mechanism is unnecessary in full duplex networks, where simultaneous transmission and reception occur on separate channels, eliminating collisions. Wireless networks, on the other hand, use CSMA-CA, collision avoidance, instead of CSMA-CD. Question 8. In which type of network topology does a node communicate exclusively with its adjacent upstream and downstream neighbors? A. Mesh, B. Ring, C. Tree, D. Bus. Correct answer: B. Ring. In a ring topology, each node is connected to exactly 2 neighboring nodes, forming a continuous loop. Data travels in a specific direction, unidirectional or bidirectional, passing through each node until it reaches its destination. This design reduces the risk of collisions, but can be vulnerable to network failure if a single connection is disrupted, unless fault-tolerance mechanisms like dual rings are implemented. Question 9. A defining feature of all twisted pair cables is the structured arrangement of wires. They are grouped into pairs and twisted together. This design reduces signal interference from adjacent wire pairs, known as crosstalk. A. True. B. False. Correct answer: A. True. Twisting the wire pairs helps maintain signal integrity by counteracting electromagnetic interference and reducing noise from external sources. This characteristic makes twisted pair cabling a reliable choice for network and telecommunication applications. Question 10. Which numbering system operates on base 16 instead of base 10? A. Binary. B. CDR. C. Hex. D. Octal. Correct answer: C. Hex. The hexadecimal hex numbering system is based on 16 digits, ranging from 0 to 9 and AF, where A represents 10, B represents 11, and so on up to F, which represents 15. Hex is commonly used in computing and networking, particularly in IPv6 addressing, MAC addresses, and color codes in web design. Question 11. Which type of address does a switch use to forward data within a local network? A. IP address. B. MAC address. C. Port number. D. Subnet mask. Correct answer: B. MAC address. Switches operate at the data link layer, Layer 2, and use MAC addresses to forward data frames within a local network. Unlike routers, which use IP addresses at Layer 3, switches examine MAC addresses in the frame header to determine the correct destination. Question 12. What is the term used to describe the traffic that enables a router to dial another router to establish an ISDN connection? A. Access list traffic. B. Global traffic. C. Interesting traffic. D. ISDN traffic. Correct answer: C. Interesting traffic. Interesting traffic refers to the specific data that prompts an ISDN connection to be established. The router is configured to monitor certain traffic patterns, and when predefined criteria are met, it dials the remote router to create the connection. Question 13. Which of the following represents a hardware component in a computer that is specifically intended to enable network connectivity? A. CPU, BPSU, CIC, DGPU. Correct answer: C. NIC. A network interface card, NIC, is a hardware component that allows a computer to connect to a network, either through a wired Ethernet connection or a wireless interface. It provides the necessary hardware for transmitting and receiving data over a network, ensuring communication between devices. NICs can be integrated into the motherboard or added as separate expansion cards, and they support various network speeds and protocols, such as Ethernet, Wi-Fi, and fiber optic connections. Question 14. Which proprietary European option serves as an alternative to the 110 block? A. Cron. B. BIX. C. M block. D. IDC. Correct answer: A. Cron. Cron is a proprietary European wiring termination standard used for connecting network and telephone wiring. It functions similarly to the 110 block, but is widely utilized in European telecommunications and networking environments. Cron blocks provide reliable connections with insulation displacement connectors, IDC, that allow for efficient cable termination without stripping the wire insulation. Question 15. Which of the following types of media is least prone to crosstalk? A. UTP, B. STP, C. Coaxial, D. Fiber optic. Correct answer: D. Fiber optic. Fiber optic cables are immune to crosstalk because they use light signals instead of electrical signals, which eliminates the possibility of interference between wires. This makes fiber optic cables the least susceptible to crosstalk compared to other media types. Question 16. What is the first step in the process of designing a network? A. Define a list of requirements. B. Determine the type of ISP you will use. C. Check the existing cable. D. Determine the security needs. Correct answer: A. Define a list of requirements. Defining a list of requirements is the first crucial step in network design. It involves understanding the needs of the organization, such as the number of users, expected data traffic, desired performance levels, and security requirements. This step sets the foundation for the entire design process, as it ensures the network meets the organization's objectives and provides a clear roadmap for selecting the right technologies and components. Without a defined set of requirements, the network design could fail to address key needs. Question 17. How is the distance between routers measured precisely? A. In meters. B. In hops. C. In routes. D. In segments. Correct answer: B. In hops. The distance between routers is measured in hops, which refers to the number of intermediate devices, such as routers, a data packet passes through on its way to the destination. Question 18. Which of the following would lead to more congestion on an Ethernet network? A. Adding hubs to the network. B. Increasing the number of collision domains. C. Adding more switches to the network. D. Microsegmenting the network. Correct answer: A. Adding hubs to the network. Adding hubs to a network would increase congestion because hubs broadcast data to all connected devices, causing more collisions and traffic on the network. This can reduce overall network performance. Question 19. Which type of wireless antenna provides signal coverage in all horizontal directions? A. Dish antenna. B. Unidirectional antenna. C. Yagi antenna. D. Omnidirectional antenna. Correct answer: D. Omnidirectional antenna. An omnidirectional antenna provides signal coverage in all horizontal directions, typically in a 360-degree pattern. This type of antenna radiates or receives signals equally in all directions, making it ideal for applications where a broad area needs to be covered, such as Wi-Fi networks, mobile communications, and other wireless systems that require consistent coverage from all angles. It is particularly useful in environments where the direction of communication is unpredictable, or where devices may move around. Question 20. Which of the following technologies are used in cellular networks? A. Ethernet. B. CDMA. C. CSMA/CA. D. POTS. Correct answer: D. CDMA. CDMA Code division multiple access is a technology commonly used in cellular networks. It allows multiple users to share the same frequency by assigning each call a unique code, improving network capacity and minimizing interference. How many questions did you get right? Leave a comment below. Thank you for watching. Question 1. Rose needs to install memory that can detect and correct errors. Which type of memory should she buy? A. Parity memory. B. Non-parity memory. C. ECC. D. None of the above. Correct answer C. ECC. ECC, Error Correcting Code. Memory is designed to detect and correct single-bit memory errors, ensuring higher reliability and stability. It is commonly used in servers and critical computing environments where data integrity is essential. Unlike parity memory, which can only detect errors but not correct them, ECC memory provides an additional layer of protection against data corruption. Question 2. Which protocol offers TCP/IP services such as IP addresses, subnet masks, default gateways, and DNS server information to hosts on a network? A. SMTP. B. SNMP. C. DHCP. D. DNS. Correct answer. C. DHCP. DHCP, Dynamic Host Configuration Protocol, is used to automatically assign IP configuration settings to devices on a network. It eliminates the need for manual configuration by dynamically providing essential network parameters, ensuring efficient network management and reducing configuration errors. Question 3. The network administrator plans to purchase fiber optic cable capable of supporting the maximum speed over long distances. Which type of fiber should they select? A. Full duplex. B. Multi-mode. C. Single mode. D. Half duplex. Correct answer C. Single mode. Single-mode fiber, SMF, is ideal for high-speed data transmission across long distances. It features a narrow core and uses a single light path, which reduces signal loss and enables longer transmission ranges than multi-mode fiber. Question 4. Which option below replaces traditional physical network devices with virtualized machines? A. NFV. B. Hypervisor. C. VM replication. D. Media converter. Correct answer A. NFV. Network functions. Virtualization, NFV, allows traditional physical network devices like routers and firewalls to be replaced with virtualized functions running on standard hardware. This method enhances scalability, flexibility, and cost-effectiveness by delivering network services as software-based solutions. Question 5. UDP, User Datagram Protocol, is a connection-based protocol that uses a three-way handshake to establish communication. It also handles lost packet retransmission, flow control, and reordering of out-of-sequence packets. A. True, B. False. Correct answer? B. False. UDP is a connectionless protocol, which means it doesn't perform a handshake to set up a connection. Unlike TCP, it lacks features such as packet retransmission, flow control, and sequencing, resulting in faster data transmission but with less reliability. Question 6. What is the term for the switching technique that breaks data into packets before transmission? A. Packet switching. B. Message switching. C. Network switching. D. Circuit switching. Correct answer: A. Packet switching. Packet switching is a method used in modern networks where data is divided into packets and sent independently across the network. These packets can take different routes and are reassembled at the destination, optimizing bandwidth usage and improving efficiency. Question 7. What is a computer network that connects buildings and consists of various LANs within a specific geographical area called? A. CAN. B. DAN. C. PAN. D. SAN. Correct answer: A. CAN. A campus area network, CAN, connects multiple local area networks, LANs, within a restricted area, such as a university campus, corporate facility, or military base, enabling efficient communication and resource sharing. Question 8. Which ISDN connection provides the fastest speed? A. BERT. B. BRI. C. PRI. D. ATM. Correct answer: C. PRI. Primary Rate Interface, PRI, provides faster data transmission than Basic Rate Interface, BRI, by utilizing several B channels. It is typically employed in business settings where greater bandwidth and enhanced performance are required. Question 9. Which important function of switches keeps a record of the MAC address assigned to each port? A. FCS. B. SAT. C. STP. D. UTP. Correct answer: B. SAT. The SAT, Switching Address Table, is responsible for maintaining a record of which MAC address is associated with each port on a switch. This enables the switch to forward frames to the correct destination port. Question 10. Which type of fiber is most commonly used indoors? A. Plenum. B. Modal conditioning. C. Multi-mode. D. Single mode. Correct answer: C. Multi-mode. Multi-mode fiber is typically used indoors because it supports shorter transmission distances and is more cost-effective for connecting network devices within buildings. It allows multiple light signals to travel simultaneously through the fiber core. Question 11. Which of the following best describes the process of creating a dedicated circuit between two communication endpoints and directing traffic between them? A. Addressing. B. Circuit switching. C. Directional addressing. D. Multiplexing. Correct answer: B. Circuit switching. Circuit switching creates a dedicated communication path between two endpoints for the entire duration of the session. This method ensures consistent and reliable data transmission without interruptions, commonly used in traditional telephone networks. Question 2. Which of the following is a valid host address for a Class B network? A. 147.28.00. B. 192.168.14 50C, C. 12.12v 12.12biv, D. 128.255.0. Correct answer, D. 128.14255.0. 128.14.255.0 is a valid Class B host address. Class B addresses range from 128.0.000 to 191.255.25.255, with the first two octets representing the network portion and the remaining two octets available for host addresses. However, network and broadcast addresses cannot be assigned to hosts, making other addresses within the range suitable for hosts. Question 13. Which tool is used to scan a network for known security vulnerabilities? A. Nmap, B. Wireshark, C. NetFlow, D. Nessus. Correct answer? D. Nessus. Nessus is a vulnerability scanning tool that detects known security flaws in systems, devices, and applications. It enables organizations to address and remediate these issues proactively, reducing the risk of exploitation by attackers. Question 14. What is the primary purpose of the containment phase in the incident response process? A. Notify law enforcement. B. Limit the scope and impact of an incident. C. Restore normal operations. D. Conduct a forensic analysis. Correct answer. B. Limit the scope and impact of an incident. Containment is focused on isolating the incident to prevent further damage. It may involve disconnecting affected systems, blocking malicious traffic, or disabling compromised accounts. Question 15. In the incident response process, what is the objective of the recovery phase? A. Remove the root cause of the incident. B. Limit the impact of the attack. C. Restore systems and services to normal operation. D. Gather lessons learned. Correct answer. C. Restore systems and services to normal operation. Recovery is the phase where systems and services are restored after the incident is resolved. It ensures that systems are clean, secure, and functional before returning to production use. Question 16. Which security policy addresses guidelines for employee-owned devices connecting to the corporate network? A. Data classification policy. B. BYOD policy. C. Password policy. D. Remote access policy. Correct answer? B. BYOD policy. A BYOD, bring your own device, policy outlines the rules and security controls for employees using personal devices to access company resources. It reduces the risk of unauthorized access and data leakage. Question 17. Which type of security policy defines the acceptable behavior and usage of company resources by employees? A. Password policy. B. Remote access policy. Acceptable use policy. Data classification policy. Correct answer. C. Acceptable use policy. The Acceptable Use Policy, AUP, defines how employees are allowed to use organizational resources such as computers, internet, and email. It ensures users do not misuse or abuse company systems. Question 18. Which phase of the incident response process involves detecting and confirming that a security incident has occurred? A. Containment. B. Recovery. C. Identification. D. Lessons learned. Correct answer, C. Identification. Identification is the process in which the security team detects and confirms the occurrence of an incident. This step is vital for recognizing unauthorized access, malware infections, or other security threats. Question 19. Which physical security control is used to monitor and record activity in and around sensitive areas? A. VLAN. B. Video surveillance. C. Access control. List. D. VPN tunnel. Correct answer. B. Video surveillance. Video surveillance uses cameras to observe and document activity, helping to deter unauthorized access and providing recorded proof of security incidents. Question 20. Which of the following is an example of a physical security control used to restrict access to a server room? A. Firewall. B. Biometric scanner. C. VPN. D. VLAN. Correct answer. B. Biometric scanner. A biometric scanner is a physical security device that uses unique biological characteristics, such as fingerprints or facial recognition, to control access to secure areas like server rooms. How many questions did you get right? Leave a comment below. Thank you for watching.